on the west side of DRC Island. Nice little rocky beach you can put in. Just come up this little side trail here, and you are right at the old caretaker's quarters on leper colony. The original lepers just had wooden clapboard cabins, a bunkhouse actually. It was one long bunkhouse with 6 different rooms. This building supposedly was the caretaker's cabin that they built later. This is obviously a lot nicer. Would have been warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, although heat probably wasn't a problem for them. I haven't uncovered any records to say what responsibilities the caretaker had, how much interaction he had with the lepers in the colony. So looking around again, and not knowing for sure when this building was raised. It was long after the original bunkhouse, but to have plumbing in the late 1800s, early 1900s, kind of surprising for me in this remote location that basically was the exile island. These plants are covering up a good part of the rock foundation that was laid before the concrete building was erected. From the north side of the building, there's some faint rock edging. Concrete section that was elevated. That or the roots of the trees lifted it up, but this might have been a sidewalk or part of another building. And even I'm seeing brick and rock mixed in here. And then another foundation with some cement steps. Over on the other side, you can see that concrete had a layer of brick over the top. On this side, there's no brick laid down, just concrete and then rock with mortar. There's a faint trail. It's marked in the tree, so I'll go to the right. But all of this area to the left with the Scotch broom in it is surrounded by what's left of a low rock wall. It goes the whole side over here, just at the tree line, and makes a corner and then comes back to where this trail is. So it's an outline of something that was here before. Don't know if it was the bunkhouse or maybe the garden that they had to supplement their quarterly shipments of food and supplies and opium. Here's a fruit tree. With little crab apples on them, it looks like. There's another fruit tree over here, and then a couple back here, as well as the trail. This actually looks more like a cherry or a berry. Here is a big hole with a pipe coming out of it. This may have been a cesspool area or just drainage from their pump house or their buildings. Someone has done a nice job of flagging the trail to make it a little bit more visible. There's lots of madrona on this island, so if they needed to, they could have used the strippings as paper or even to line their shacks to give them a little more insulation, kind of like they used to with newspapers in cabins, if their hands would have allowed them to write or use it. So I just came from this direction, that's facing north, looking up at Sidney and Saanich, BC. There's a modern navigational aid light here. Looking over in this direction is towards Victoria on the other side. There's very swift current along this island, so they wouldn't have been able to have swum successfully across, although a few were reported to have tried. Directly south of the caretaker's ruins is this little rock outcropping that somebody has created a little pathway for. Cut logs and stumps, form benches. Little areas out of the wind. Looking back over at where the leper colony was. This is the east bight of DRC Island, and I was just speaking with this kayaker. He's got a nice foldable kayak and then two other kayakers in their fiberglass boats. nice campground. Outhouse just over to the north. This is DRC Island from the east side, looking into the sun and showing the bight where the campsite is, and the southern tip. And here is Moonstruck coming to do a pickup for me. This is a little interesting, being in front of a boat as it's motoring toward you.